Memories. Did I look like that? Yes, I'm sure I did. That photograph was taken 52 years ago. Wow. Well, here I am again, and I must say I'm very, very pleased with your response. I really didn't expect the first video to even be viewed, but it has, and it's given me a great deal of pleasure to read some of your comments. Nevada, thank you. Andrew in New Zealand. Adagio, you've got to keep on fighting. No, just don't give up. Keep on fighting. Natasha, it was difficult, but I succeeded in the end. And Vampy, your web page is really funky and looks very, very nice. And I'll talk to you at a later date about clubs and the gay scene in general. Which, yes, I do agree with some of your points. However, this is about the early years. The early years. Oh, before I carry on my last one, I did mention a couple of words which were used very frequently when I was a boy, and of course one was homosexual, queer, puff, and so on. But I have thought of two more. One's quite funny, really. The first one is, he's a confirmed bachelor. Confirmed bachelor. And the other one used to be said very whispery, in quiet whispers. Oh, he's one of those. And that always reminds me of a little song, a little ditty, or I think it's taken from a song and reworded, but it goes something like this. Everybody knows him, wears his sister's clothes, don't know what to call him, but we think he's one of those. One of those. Oh dear, dear, dear. Right, let's get back to what I should be starting. School days. School days. Dim and distant memory now, but yes, there were on and off contacts at school. But I think then it was just discovering oneself. I certainly knew exactly where I was going, but when you did have the odd occasion to maybe mess around with another pupil, they'd mess around okay, but afterwards, and it always surprised me, afterwards they just didn't want to know you. They would avert their eyes as if nothing had ever happened. It happened every time like that, every time. However, in those days, television was in its infancy, really was in its infancy. I think probably 1 in 10 homes had a television. And I lived in the cinema, literally lived in the cinema. We had, in my hometown, 7, 8, 9 cinemas. So, and I was there practically every night. And of course, consequently, a young boy sat on his own, a target, and you knew instantly what was going to happen. So I was more interested in the film. Therefore, I used to move away on practically every occasion, unless I just felt like it, if that's the word, and I would just allow a certain amount of activity, but no more. And that was very early on. I carried on to school and left when I was 15. 15, that was the age when we were kicked out, if you like. No qualifications, not in those days. Not in this country anyway. You just went to a secondary mob school, and at 15 they waved bye-bye, and you were expected to go and work in a factory or do some kind of mundane job, which I did for a short while. During a period of time, I was well aware of people taking an interest in me. I had some good young friends, a couple of really good young friends who didn't turn away, who did come back, and who were very genuine. Needless to say, they both grew up, married, and kids, and got grandchildren now. But at that time they were good, and it was nice to at least know that you had a couple of genuine friends at the age of 14, whatever. So time went by, and national service was looming, but I just had an inkling to want to join the Royal Air Force. It was in the back of my mind for a long time. But between the ages of 13 and 17, I had two loves. One, I played the drums in big bands being bands like Count Basie and so on and so forth. And I loved that. I really did. But my other love, my other love was stage lighting. And you could find me in every theatre that would let me in to help with stage lighting. And naturally, being in a theatrical situation, people took an interest in me. But I was always particular and very careful. So life went on, and eventually I had to make a decision whether I carried on being a drummer and a professional musician, or go into the Royal Air Force to do my next love, which was radio communications and electronics. So I joined. I've got to keep my eye on the time here. In fact, I think I've gone over the time. So I'm going to have to just fade out and see what's going on, and I'll probably have to fade in again. Well, I think I'm okay, just for a few seconds. So I'll leave it like that, and I'll come back to you soon with more anecdotes, and I certainly look forward to more of your comments. So once again, many thanks, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.